Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Wrestling's Heels and Faces Kevin Sullivan version 2 figure from Zombie Sailors Toys. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks awesome, and I will admit that up until relatively recently, I was not really familiar with Kevin Sullivan's work. Outside of the early 90s WCW stuff, is just the only exposure I'd had to what he did, and none of that clicked with me. However, seeing all of this earlier stuff, his earlier looks, I was like, wow, okay, this is someone I should have been paying more attention to. So when this was announced, I was I was very much on board, and it looks awesome. I mean, this is great gear. Obviously one of Kevin's darker looks, and they did a fantastic job here. You do get the shiny plastic, more of that original Hasbro look, but some nice details there, and you can see the blood splatter there, even a little bit of paint for the X shaved into the body hair, which is just, what a touch. Get onto the arms, and we get all of the silver punched in on his gauntlets. Looks awesome. We got nice matte black for the gloves as well, so which gives us some contrast. The head sculpt looks amazing. Really love the way that they got the details in the face paint itself, just that really messy look. Doing fine and precision face paint is obviously a lot of work, and getting it to look messy in just the right way is also an art form, and I think they just really captured that here. Great job on the eyes as well. I can see some more blood splatter here at the top of the head. Just really good stuff. Great sculpt on the hair. As you can see, you got kind of a black base and then this more blonde color, kind of painted, almost dry brush, but very, very heavy dry brush over it. And I think that works to great effect. And then beyond that, we do get the chain here on the collar, very, very thin, so definitely be careful with that. But yeah, fantastic stuff all around. Just a really cool looking figure, and fits in perfectly with the old school Hasbro stuff. Getting into accessories, we get but one, and again, keeping with that old school Hasbro vibe, most figures at most would have one accessory, so this is definitely in keeping with that. And that accessory is the snake. They did an awesome job here. I mean, you can see the details in that paint, really nice dry brush over that dark gray. Gives a nice amount of depth, and then we get the black and white, the black stripes with the white markings all across the body, the kind of more light kind of tan color with more of that dry brushing on the underbelly. The face of the snake is painted and sculpted very well, and lots of nice details. And I thought this was going to be more akin to what we got with the old Hasbro Jake the Snake, which I actually have right here. So as you can see, they're facing different directions, and so much more detail in this, and very different material as well. I thought this was going to be rubber, kind of like the original Damien was, but no, this is a plastic that can break, so definitely be careful with it. Again, not a toy, more of a collector's item, so there is that, so definitely be careful, but just a fantastic looking accessory, and yeah, that will do it for accessories. Articulation is very basic, as you would imagine, so getting right into it, we do get a swivel at the head, so we can go all the way around if we want. We get swivels at the arms going all the way around. We get swivels at the wrists, and then finally a swivel at the waist, and then that'll do it. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with a Hasbro Jake the Snake and a Grapplers and Gimmicks Coco Beware, with some modern domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with yours truly in human form in both 1/18 and 1/12 scale. So my final thoughts on the Wrestling Heels and Faces Kevin Sullivan version 2 figure from Zombie Sailors Toys is that this figure is totally awesome. Just, yeah, if you're a fan of the old school Hasbro WWF line and you're a fan of Kevin Sullivan, you can't go wrong here. It looks fantastic. It's awesome that it comes with the snake, which has just as much detail put into it, if not more than the figure itself. And yeah, it's just a great piece overall. So fully recommend it. I think it is still available on Zombie Sailors Toys website. If not, you're up to the mercy of the secondary market, but I wish you the best of luck either way. That being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If that's the case, I hope to see you back here, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come back. Let's escape the world for a while, just talk about some really nice plastic. And really, at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, Simians.